Hi guys, so I'm not in a good place. You can probably tell from my eyes. I've got really bad hay fever at the moment and I want to talk about where I'm at, like mentally. Again, not in a good place at the moment, and I'll explain why. See, I already know why. It's obviously what was happening before. I've been here before, you know, I've gone through phase one, got some good before and after pictures, started to feel really good mentally. As you know, I got ill 10 days before my holiday. As you can see, my face is brown, hands are brown, arms are brown. Just come back from Turkey. As you know, if you've watched the videos, my previous videos, and what happened was I felt ill. I was gonna, 10 days before I was gonna go on my holiday, or before I went on my holiday, I got ill, really ill, very, very ill. I had this like tickly cough and a really bad head cold. And even when I was on holiday, my ears still didn't like fully recover. I've had a problem ever since getting ill with my ears, and I've been home now. How long have I been home now? A good 10 days, I think, yeah. No, is it? No. I'm trying to think when. What's the date today? Just trying to get...
It's Wednesday, the 22nd of June, 2022.
Wednesday, the 22nd of June. And we come back on the 15th. So, what's that? 15th, 16th. Been back a week now. Come on, Lula. Come on. So we've been back a week, and obviously we were on holiday for 10 days, and before I went on holiday, got ill 10 days before. So from getting ill 10 days before, and then over the holiday period, that was 20 days, and then add 27 days. 27 days I have been off the gym and I've been eating rubbish. So, it's not good. And that is the reason why I'm actually feeling quite ill at the moment. I'm feeling very, very ill. The symptoms that I spoke about, that I was suffering with for the last 5 years, they've come flooding back. So my foggy head, brain fog, tiredness, fatigue is creeping back in there, and anxiety is through the roof. Unfortunately, anxiety is quite bad, and then obviously when you're having them feelings, you're going to be depressed. So yeah, it's just all hit me at the moment. And then to top it off, on top of that, I'm having to contend with hay fever, which I suffer with about this time of the year, really, really bad. I thought that I might have missed it, the hay fever. I thought, yes, I'm going on holiday exactly when it kicks in, which it does. I went on the 5th of June, and normally for like that period, like 2-week period or something, or 10 days, it hits me really hard, and then it kind of eases off normally. So I thought, let's hope and keep my fingers crossed that I'll just miss it. I'll go to Turkey, and I didn't have any hay fever over Turkey. I did one time when I went to Marmaris, weirdly enough, and it was in, when was that? January, February, March, April, May. June. January, February, March, April, May. I went in May time, and I went to Marmaris, and I got off the plane, and my eyes started stinging and started sneezing, nose started dripping, and yeah, it was weird. So I've always been thinking to myself, is that gonna get me again? Is that going to get me again whenever I go to Turkey? But no, I was fine this time. So yeah, I'm having to contend with all these. You can see my eyes. I mean, I've been rubbing them today, just constantly itching. It's no good, this hay fever. But like I say, all these problems come flooding back, and not in a good place, unfortunately. So I don't know why I'm doing it to myself, but I'm just eating rubbish. I'm eating rubbish. I haven't got my coach yet, you know, my second coach to go through phase 2 with, which I'm desperately in need of. I'm desperately in need to start this phase 2 with my new coach. I have been speaking to someone. It's an Irish guy on Facebook. I found him through no, not on Facebook, sorry. I've been speaking to him on WhatsApp, but I found him through Facebook. It was weird. I don't know whether you get it, but on your phone, when you're looking through Facebook, Instagram reels start appearing from time to time. And because I'm interested in health and fitness now, I get, you know, some of these coaches, online coaches popping up, and they reveal what they're eating and stuff like that. So I got a few from Instagram that I've added and been talking to. So there's one guy who's reached out, and I like the fact that he's reached out where some others haven't, and we're going to schedule a call. But I've already been sending him some voice notes on WhatsApp, and he's been replying. So yeah, it seems good. It seems good. I'm in desperate need to start this phase 2. Like I said, desperately need to do it because, like I said, 27 days now. 27 days around about where I've just been eating rubbish. Started off when I got ill, and then obviously went on holiday. Didn't lose all of my shape on holiday. I still had a little bit, but I must say, like, I do feel as though I'm going back down, slipping back down to even where I was originally when I first started phase 1, before I started phase 1. And I felt terrible then, and I feel just as ill now as I did then, but I don't think I'm as heavy. But I won't be far off if I'm not careful, if I just keep eating rubbish, because I have been eating rubbish. I must say, I have been eating rubbish. I weighed myself when I got back off holiday, and I was 14 stone 1. 14 stone 1 I was. And when I weighed myself before phase 1, I was 14 stone 11. So, you know, I'm 10 pound off where I've lost 10 pounds still, kind of thing. But since weighing myself about a week ago now, I haven't been on plan. I've been eating just kind of what I want. I also got contacted. I got contacted by a company to do some work. This will lose. I got contacted by a company to do some work on like kind of a power plant, and I do a bit of rigging from time to time. And I said yes, I'll do that. So, you know, it was a bit of work come my way, which I wasn't expecting, and I said I'll do it. So right now I'm on a power plant working in this horrible heat with these overalls on. It's not good, but it's a little bit of extra money, you know, so I said I'd do it, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. It's an awful job because suffering with hay fever, the heat, the overalls, you know, but you've got to try and earn a living, I suppose. I'm not going to use that as an excuse for the reason why I'm eating rubbish. It's only my second day there, or third day there, and the first day I didn't actually take a pack of lunch, so I went to this greasy spoon, which wasn't good. Just made me feel awful, even worse than I already was feeling. Got like a breakfast wrap, which was all fried. Just makes you feel awful, doesn't it, when you eat grease and rubbish? And I know this, but to be fair, at that time I didn't have an option. I had to, because I didn't know what was happening. It was my first day, and it was an induction. I didn't know if I was just going home straight after, so I wasn't prepared. The second day I did take a pack of lunch. You know, I took a pack of lunch, and I tried to be a little bit healthier. You know, I put a couple of sandwiches in there and stuff, but it was healthy enough. I put some protein bars in there, protein shakes and stuff, and tried to get in yesterday to do a workout in my gym, but you know, I was knackered from work and stuff. And I must say, I applaud people who work, you know, like 10-hour shifts, even an 8-hour shift, but I'm doing 10-hour shifts. I applaud people who do like 10-hour shifts, God forbid 12-hour shifts, and then still manage to fit a workout in, you know, at the gym. Very hard to do, very, very hard to do. Not impossible to do, I must say, not impossible, you know, but I'm going to have to start pulling my finger out. Even though I'm working, you know, I'm going to have to start pulling my finger out. You know, the damage is done now. The damage is done because the last 27 days I've ate rubbish, and it's only my own fault. It's only my own fault. I've got no one else to blame. I really haven't. No one else to blame but myself. And only I can fix it, and only I can turn it around. So I just thought I'd jump on and let you know that, you know, everything has been reversed. Like, I've reversed it all, almost all of it. Like, I'd say 80% of all the hard work through phase 1 that I've done has been lost. 80% of it has been lost, unfortunately. You know, the shape that I was once in, which I could see in the mirror, has slowly gone away. And like I say, for me, it's not all about how you look anyway. It's how I feel. And unfortunately, the way I'm feeling at the moment, it's how I was feeling before I started phase 1, which is why I started all this in the first place. So really, it couldn't have gone any worse for me this last month. You know, getting ill 10 days before I went away on holiday was literally just the start of a disaster. And I didn't even see it coming. You know, it started off as a little tiny little tickle in my throat, a little pain when I was swallowing. That's how it started. And then that turned into a foggy head, and it turned into a head cold. I had like a really bad head cold. All my ears and my sinuses went, you know, when you get ill. And then that turned into a nasty cough and phlegmy chest, and I felt awful, really bad. And thankfully the feeling of illness did go as I went on holiday. So, you know, I was fine on holiday. We had a good holiday, and I was eating rubbish, and I was okay though. You know, I didn't have any of the illnesses, you know, all of the stuff that I was talking about, you know, the anxiety, the depression and stuff like that, and the foggy head and all the rest of it. It wasn't really there. I was on holiday, I was healthy enough, but I was eating, obviously, like rubbish most of the time. Then I've come home and I've continued to eat rubbish, and now I am actually feeling rubbish, you know. And I think this hay fever, it's definitely not helping, you know. I think that's part of why I am feeling really ill as well. It's definitely the hay fever, so I've got to, you know, put that into play. I've got to take that into account, because it is knocking me for six. It really is. And I always feel rubbish this time of the year when I have got it, and that is like, I'd say 50% of the problem, I would say, or maybe even 60-70% of it. I'm just going to give my dog a drink. I don't know if you've seen her do this before, but she loves a little drink out of this little staffy. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling here, just finishing off my dog walk. I did want to jump on and explain to you how ill I am feeling. You know, I'm even kind of embarrassed really to post this, because it is embarrassing after going through phase 1 and being so, my head is so in the game, was so in the game. I mean, I know it still is, it's still there, my head's still in the game. I'm just being stupid at the moment, because I'm on a slippery slope. I don't know if you've heard me talk about this slippery slope before, but we all can go on these slippery slopes. Me and my girlfriend call it the slippery slope, where we have, you have like a cheat meal, and then that one cheat meal turns into an Indians, and then the Indians turns into a KFC. KFC turns into a McDonald's. The McDonald's turns into a full English breakfast, and you can go on and on and on. And that's what I'm on. That is what I'm on. And I'm thinking to myself, you've come off holiday, you've ate food, junk for so long. What's another pancake gonna do? What's another burger gonna do? What's another fish and chips? Last fish and chips. What's a fish and chips gonna do? Nothing. And that's what I'm doing to myself at the minute. I'm on that slope. I'm on that slippery slope. And you know the kamikaze. I'm on the fucking kamikaze. That's how fast this slope is, and I can't slow down. You know, it's like an addiction to food. It is a very bad addiction, and for me, it is quite serious because of the way food makes me feel. You know, like I've said, I get this foggy head and stuff when I eat rubbish, and leads to anxiety, depression. I need to be careful with my diet. Me personally, I really do need to be careful. Other people might not have to. You know, the people who I'm working with there today, these riggers, and they're like 19 stone. Happy as Larry they are. You know, they don't have any problems. But, you know, everyone's different. And there's a lot of people out there that probably are suffering, like myself. And they're suffering, a lot of them in silence, I would imagine. But yeah, if you're big and you're happy, then crack on. You know, all the best. Wish you all the best, and I hope that is the case. But not the case with me. You know, and I know this. I know I need to be good with food. I need to be careful. I just can't stop myself. I just can't. I'm an absolute idiot. I think to myself, why do you do it? You know, I shouldn't have went to the drive-thru just then. Should have been sensible. But like I say, I know that I can get off this slide. I know I can get my head back in the game. It always has been in the game ever since phase 1. A switch did come on, and it won't go off again. That I am going to do it. I'm just being stupid at the moment on this slippery slope. Started off when I got ill, and then I went on holiday, and that was an excuse to eat rubbish, and then I've got back home, and for the last week, I have been stupid. Suppose you could call it maybe holiday blues, I don't know. I'm trying to think to myself, you know, give myself a reason as to why I'm doing it. And probably just because I've come off holiday, I haven't got my coach just yet, you know. If I had my coach straight away when I got back home, and I didn't get this job that I've just got, it's only a job for another week. I've only got it for another week, and I can be sensible. You know, if I start with my coach maybe in the next few days, I will be sensible. This way, Lowells, I will be sensible, and I'll do a pack lunch. It's only local where I am. I'm not working away or anything like that. I can't use that excuse. I will get my head back in the game. Honestly, I really will, and I have no doubt that I will get the best body of my life and get into shape again and feel better mentally. I'm almost certain I will do it, but I just need to get my coach really as soon as I possibly can. I will be getting a coach. I'm going to have a chat with this Irish guy, see what he says, and I'm almost certainly just going to jump on him straight away, because I don't have really time to just mess about, because that's my excuse at the moment for eating rubbish. Oh well, I don't have my coach just yet. I'll have the last cheat. Won't hurt, you know. It won't hurt, but it is hurting me. It really is hurting me. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to do a video, let you know where I'm at. You know, the best can slip and eat rubbish, and I'm not saying I'm the best, obviously, by any stretch of the imagination. And we are locked in this cemetery, by the way. He's closed the gates on us. Well, Lula, we're gonna have to try and find a way out. Yeah, obviously not the best. I'm not even a coach yet. I do want to be. But these videos are to show what can happen in real life. You know, I've gone through phase 1, I'm calling it phase 1, and I had an half decent before and after picture, lost a stone in weight, and then shit happens, you know, got ill, went on holiday, I'm going to call it holiday blues, eating rubbish, making excuses up, I'm going to coach yet, and that's where I'm at the minute, you know, and I'm feeling ill, feeling awful, but like I say, hay fever isn't helping. But I'm going to get my coach ASAP, and we're going to start phase 2. Now, I'm under no illusion that I'm going to go through a lot of phases in my health and fitness journey. I have no doubt I'll be going through phase 10 at one point, but at that point I have no doubt at, like, say, phase 10, like, I'll have the six packs, I'll have the body and stuff like that. The only thing I am worried about is my shoulder. I had a niggle in my shoulder. Now obviously I haven't been to the gym for a month, so I'm confident that niggle has actually gone away right now. I haven't felt any pain in there for quite a while, which is good. And now this phase 2, I'm going to explain to my coach, I think I was overworking my shoulder, and we're going to try and obviously come up with a proper weight training regime and exercise plan, so I know what I'm doing on what days and how much I need to do, and so I know how much I need to do and stuff like that. So phase 2, all the mistakes that I made in phase 1, I'm going to be able to correct and rectify, which I am excited about. And also what I'm going to try and do the best I possibly can is eat even better on phase 2 than I did on phase 1, because phase 1, although I did see results and I am quite good and I'm happy with the progress that I did have in phase 1 until I got ill, obviously 10 days before I went on holiday. I'm going to try and eat even just a little bit better, and you know, that'll just mean even better results. And I am confident that I can eat a bit better, because I didn't even feel like I was on a diet through phase 1. I'm going to be completely honest with you there. I didn't feel as though I was on a diet, and that's a good thing. And I was just eating nice home cooked meals. You know, I was on HelloFresh for quite a long period of time through phase 1, and like I said, HelloFresh did help me and teach me how to cook. This Irish guy, who's going to be potentially my next coach, his Instagram's just flooded full of, look at this what I'm making, like food wise, look at this what I'm making, this is how you make it, you know, little clips of like 10 seconds, 30 seconds long of these unbelievable tasty high protein snacks and stuff like that and meals. So I'm going to learn a lot from him, and everything that I learn food wise, you know, and I will be putting some HelloFresh meals in there as well and stuff like that, my own though, obviously taking some fat out, adding some protein in from the normal HelloFresh recipes that they give. So I've got all that to do, and then I'm going to start doing my own Instagram and helping other people out and showing them and sharing my story. You know, I'm in a bad place right now, obviously. I'm in a very bad place at the moment, mentally, but we'll come out the other side, guys, we will. And like I say, I'm going to get my coach in the next few days, hopefully, fingers crossed, and we're going to start phase 2. So keep on the lookout, subscribe, like the page, and come on this journey with me. Let's get fit together. Operation Feel Fit, guys. Bye.